Alright. So the only thing we know about Claire, she's married. Her husband was having an affair with his assistant optometrist named Iris. Boy, isn't that whole situation just very cliche. And Claire had an incident where she stabbed her husband with a steak knife. And now her husband no longer works. He doesn't really talk much. He's not much of a conversationalist. He's kind of deteriorating. And she keeps him out at the lake house. She has to go take care of him. Because if she puts him on the porch and then is gone for a couple days, when she comes back, he's still just sitting on the porch where she left him. I think she murdered her husband and she thinks the corpse is still alive. She just has a dead body in the lake house. She's also very rich, so she doesn't work or anything like that. Everything's just kind of taken care of, so. All right. Hello, Claire.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Okay, cool. She has a history of dead people at the lake house. How did your parents die?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Seems unlikely that she murdered her parents, but okay. Carbon.
I'm not sure. It was a faulty boiler, I think.
Okay, friend's house.
Do you think I killed my parents?
Yes. And your husband. No, I do not think you killed your parents.
It's okay if you think I killed them. You wouldn't be the first to draw that conclusion. People can be so cynical. I'm used to it.
She murdered her parents. She's killed her parents and she killed her husband. It wouldn't be that hard to open a valve and split, leaving them to die later in the evening while you yourself stay alive elsewhere. Yeah, I know. Alright, what'd you do at the lake house? How did that go?
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most.
Murdery?
There was a girl there. By the lake. Only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Oh no. Oh, I remember how your story turns out. Did you talk to the girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
No, stay away from kids and also anybody else who's alive. Because you murder them. You're very stabby. I don't know. Yeah, sure, you can talk to the girl, I guess. I don't know. Didn't your parents ever tell you not to talk to strangers? Probably not, because your parents are dead. Because you murdered them. Fine, yeah, you can talk to the girl. That's cool.
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor.
Are you actually human? I don't think she should talk to the kid. How many corpses do we think are in the lake? I feel like she dresses up the corpses and leaves them in the house. I bet you that lake house smells like lots of dead bodies. Alright. You can talk to her, but don't keep it up. That's a little weird. Don't talk to her again. Why was she sad? Let's find out about this girl before we do any of this stuff.
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Oh, yeah, David's been hunting. David's her husband. Hunting? She mentioned it briefly on day one, but she wouldn't elaborate on that.
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
You really what? No. No. Don't get better with practice. All right, what's the deal with David?
David wasn't there, or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
Why did you go to the lake house without your key? The spare?
I'm sure I had a spare key for the lake house, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't really need one if David is around.
Did you murder the key also? I don't know. Do we tell her she can talk to the girl? No, don't talk to the girl. Yeah, talk to the girl. Embrace it. You know what? Sure. You're probably going to murder the kid too, but you know what? That's fine. Go for it. Vincent says no. Let's pivot. We'll come back to the little girl at the lake house. What were you doing on Valentine's Day? Were you with your dead husband?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
Okay, we need to verify that with Jaya, probably, and make sure that she actually meets at 11. Or specifically, what did she do in the evening? What did you chat with Dekker about in your last session?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
Like, you're not helping your case. You're not helping. What was the offer?
Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
Why was he excited?
Instead of his usual sarcasm and rebuttals, he seemed genuinely excited. Presumably, he had a date.
There was no girl. The girl's only a reflection of her childhood trauma and her parents' death. Her parents' murder, you mean? Because she murdered her parents. What did you and the girl talk about? I know there's a follow-up there. Yeah, she can talk to the girl again. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
She'll go looking for the girl and murder her. That's the worst that could happen. Oh, geez, and that turned it yellow. Oh, no, I actually feel bad about that now. Okay, well, maybe there's not a lot going on with Claire today.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
What did you do at the lake house? Oh, we already asked that.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there.
See that right there? It's the place that makes me feel the most. So how does the lake house make you feel? Nope. We've already asked that. What was that? Ah, wow, okay. Well, we have a ton of stuff doing here. Do you love your husband? How did you meet David? What were you doing on Valentine's night?
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Okay. Why were you watching him?
He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
How did the little girl seem special?
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me. I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
Was it a Cthulhu? Was she trying to catch a Cthulhu? What strange creature did she see?
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
How young were you when your parents died?
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
How did you toughen up?
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Did you murder them too? Um. Oh, man. Alright, we'll just go with these ones. How did you meet David?
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
So David is a shadow monster that has invaded her dreams.
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Exclusive circles?
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Parents' friends.
I've known David forever. It seems like he's always been in my life, one way or another. It was a family friend. It's different now, of course, to when I first met him. I felt like he was protecting me then, watching over me. Nothing could hurt me when he was there.
Vincent, that's romantic. Where's the shadow monster for me to marry? I'm sure that he's always been there, out there somewhere, for you, or something. I'm sure there's a shadow monster that's always been on the periphery for all of us. Just watching, waiting. Do you love your husband?
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will.
That is completely convincing. No further questions. Oh man, okay, well, now we just gotta pick apart whatever is left here. The anniversary of her parents' death. How did her parents die?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Did you kill your parents? Haven't we asked that already? Oh, I don't know. So we've got around her toughening up as an orphan, inheriting a bunch of money. We've got what she did at the lake house. She went and just stared at the water, met the little girl. And we've got something about the anniversary of her parents' death. Those are the three or so things we gotta ask about. I don't know where to go, so hint me up. Oh, was she close to her parents?
Yes, I loved my parents very much. They were very good parents. It was hard letting them go.
How much older than her is David? If he was her parents' friend, though, that's a little creepy. I mean, he's an eternal shadow beast, right? I mean, David's gonna be like centuries, eons older than her. There's still something about how did her parents die? Ugh.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most.
Do you like the lake house? I don't know. Apparently we've already asked that.
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity. Some tried to seduce me. Some thought I wanted a new daddy. Most of them were the same age as my parents. And yet I'm the one here talking to you.
Okay, well, yeah, you're all right. Creepy. Oh, there's still more in that, too.
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Enormous fortune.
Yes, money. Everybody wants it, but what use is it really? Look at me. Am I happy? Am I loved? Am I living?
Okay, well, she's undead also. Okay. Cool. So what did she do at the lake house? And how did her parents die? Those are the two...
I see what you're trying to do.
Nope. Okay, hint. Oh, who was the friend? Oh, well, okay. I guess that's what I was intending to go for when I asked about the friend's house. Who was the friend you stayed with?
I don't remember my friend's name. She was a girl from my school. Vicky, Charlotte. It's not really important.
Are you sure? She's clearly not friends with them anymore. I don't think she has many friends.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Fishing?
She lives on the other side of the lake. She must be new. I haven't seen her there before.
Bingo. That was it. The fishing. Hell yeah. Alright. That's Claire wrapped up. She's got some trauma over the fact that she has murdered her parents and also her husband. And now she's gonna kill... We just told her to go kill a little girl. We've unleashed a monster into the world. That's neat. We'll deal with her tomorrow. Elin! What's your deal? How you doing, Elin? How's everybody's favorite little angel of death?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Oh my gosh, she's not only murdering her patients by taking them off their medications, she's stealing from them. Stealing?
I'm not sure about that.
What did you steal?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Oh, jeez. Her alibi is shot. Just... Elin was accused of stealing. It said it started with a locket. What else? What else? Have your page...
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Okay, Elin stealing trinkets. Are they all just trinkets? Nothing bigger?
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
Yeah, you're stealing. Yeah, you shouldn't keep it. It belongs to the family. We'll come back to that. I don't... You mentioned Hilda? Let's talk about her. She's getting worse. She's a really crotchety old lady.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Yeah, I can tell she's dying too, because all of your patients die. You need to see her. Why do you need to see her?
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Okay, but how do you get involved? We're starting to get to what Elin's problem is. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be good. Yeah, what's Hilda's unfinished business then?
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Boom. What's your talent? What do you do?
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Totally legit. She's a shapeshifter. How does that comfort them? You're lying to them.
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Not only is she a corpse robber, she's a shape-shifting corpse robber. Or she's drugging them. It could be hallucinogens from her herbalism. She is a qualified herbalist and also the angel of death. She's drugging people and tricking them into giving her their stuff. Sunset, you wish you were a shapeshifter also? Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. I feel like you could cause a lot of mischief with that, though. But maybe no more or less than any of the other wacky things these people have. Should we tell her she can keep the locket, or it's wrong to keep the locket? Do we embrace this or not? I don't know how I feel about this. What do we think? Is it... You pretended to be somebody's loved one and they gave you the necklace. That seems wrong. It seems like you should give it back. Yeah, I don't think we could ask that, though, Zinsen. I think it's just... She has a locket that she's not supposed to have. I don't know, do we just promote the worst tendencies in these people? Yeah, it's wrong. We told We told Bryce that it's wrong to take naked photos of people when time stopped. You know, we don't want to have double standards. It's wrong to keep the locket that you shape-shiftingly tricked people into giving to you. Yes, it's wrong.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
Alright, tell me about Dr. Dekker.
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, I still can't get over it.
Did Dekker tell you to keep the locket, or did he tell you to give it back? What did you... okay. Fine. What were you doing on Valentine's night?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Who were you on a date with?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
Yeah, because he's alive, because you haven't murdered him yet. Why was this date different?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone.
What time did you get the cab?
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to, if you think I need an alibi.
I do. You're creepy and you're a murderer, but so is everybody else here. Alright, well that's sufficient. That's a yellow. So that's most of it. Maybe Jaya should check on Elon's alibi. Okay, alright, cool. Cool, now we just gotta go the rest of the way to get green. Okay. Yeah, let's just start at the beginning, right?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients.
Oh, who accused you? Who accused you? Terry?
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing.
Yep, of course.
One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
HSK. What is that?
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh, you are.
You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients.
That's you.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me,
All
and
of
some
them?
of those patients have given me gifts,
That you stole.
Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Yeah, you're stealing their stuff. You're shape-shifting. You're drugging them. Oh my gosh. Elin. Oh, jeez. You need to be locked up. You are terrible. All these people are terrible. These are all terrible people. Or they all just have magical powers and I feel kind of bad for them. Alright, tell me about Max.
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
No offense, but I would be an awful therapist, IRL. Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't go into that career. It is not a career path for me. Nope. I'm more of a Lovecraftian detective sort of person. Okay, the game had a few more things for us. How was Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day? Oh yeah, she said she could tell that Hilda's on her deathbed. Right. Okay, how was Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Yeah, there's a surprisingly low demand for Lovecraftian mystery solvers. It's just rough economy, I guess. Okay, Dr. Dekker seemed fine. We heard that he was supposed to be, like, animated, like, excited. Was that the same day? I don't know. Man, I don't remember. It's all blurring together. Alright, let's go back down here. What did she steal?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it.
Oh, tell me about Alice, maybe? Tell me about Alice.
Alice was one of my favourites. She never held back, spoke her mind about everything. But she had a wicked sense of humour.
I've accused all of my patients of murder. I haven't accused Mariana of murder. She's just accused of repeated cases of blacking out and causing public nudity. Maybe not causing public nudity, being the source of public nudity. She blacks out and takes all her clothes off. But yeah, everyone else is a murderer. Well, no, Bryce isn't a murderer either. He's just creeping on people, taking pictures of them when they're naked in the middle of the night. That might be worse, honestly. So we're asking about Alice. We did that.
This? Well, it started.
Talk about the lockets.
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm. Oh, how can you tell when people are dying? Oh, right. I was going to ask this also. Let's ask it now.
I can sense it. You know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Do they feel different because you've taken them off their medication and given them powerful hallucinogenic herbs? Oh, can you change your skin now?
I don't know how it works. I just know that it does.
Okay. I don't know. We gotta pry into her date some more also. Can you control your talents? Committed! No. Do it now. Alright, let's go for a hint and see if we can figure out what else to talk about. Oh. Did Dekker have unfinished business?
Dr. Dekker almost certainly had unfinished business. He didn't know he was going to die. But it's too late now. That's why I have to help Hilda while I can. Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Dekker, good mood.
We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum.
Okay. Tell me about your mom.
My mum's a nightmare. I said she was into all this new age stuff, right? So she thinks she can tell me what I should be doing all the time because she got a message from her spirit guide that said I'm not eating well, or I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm not looking after my inner moonbeam or whatever. It drives me nuts. But she's my mum. I love her, so I have to take it.
Ooh, did she know that Dekker was gonna die? That's a good question. Did you know that Dekker was going to die? Nope, that's it. Inner moonbeams are a lot of work to keep balanced. To be fair. Yeah, that's probably true. Dekker's mom.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
Maybe she can't tell if someone's gonna be murdered, only natural deaths, by which you mean only the murders that she's causing. Then yeah, that's probably true. There's something in there about Dr. Dekker.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
What did Dekker talk about? Nope. Give me a hint, game. Ooh, good question. How many times has she used her shapeshifting ability? How many times have you used your talent? How many times have you shifted?
I've shifted a few times now. I honestly couldn't tell you how many.
Can you shift now? Shift. Piece of shift. This one.
I don't know how it works. I just know that it does.
There's a follow-up here. Can you shift outside of work? Ugh.
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or...
Okay, party trick.
I feel like you're asking me questions about something.
Deception.
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor?
Where did that come from? I'm not happy because you're not helping me. When did she first shift? That's a good question. I think shift is going to trigger. It's all like that keyword is tied to this one response, so I think it would have to be a different keyword or something. Not use the word shift. Dekker's issues.
That's not really important.
Cool. Hint. Ooh, did she ever date Dr. Dekker? Ooh, did you date Dekker?
No. I didn't go on a date with Dr. Dekker. He's my therapist. I would just be wrong.
Did you want to, though?
I think we've got a bit off track.
When did it start? Okay, let's go back down. Oh, we did that. Here, let's listen to this one.
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
So, loose ends, maybe?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I have any loose ends. I don't know what that says about me.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. That's something good. That's new. That's good. I like it. Yeah. Okay, that's the thing wrapped up. Okay. How do you comfort them?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Shift at work. Oh. Alright, let's go on to the locket. There's this one.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
Don't understand.
The bond I have with my patients.
There we go.
It's not the same for the other nurses. They don't have my special talent.
Your special talent of theft and murder. There's still something about Dekker's mom. We still got to get to that.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker.
Oh, she asked if I'm happy. We gotta answer yes or no. Yeah, I'm happy.
You seem happy. You have a very positive energy.
Am I gonna die? Okay. That's unexpected. Sure. There's more about Valentine's night also.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date. Different to what I'm used to.
Okay. What are you used to? What are you used to?
I don't really have...
What dates are you used to? Different. Oh, we already know. We already asked how it was different.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything...
Hot date. I got nothing. All right, another hint. Put me back on the path, game. Is she deceiving her parents? Her patients? That's what I tried to ask earlier. Duh. Are you deceiving your patients?
I don't think I'm deceiving my patients when I shift. I'm helping them.
I don't buy that for a second. What did she do on the date? She said that it was old-fashioned. We already asked her that. Old-fashioned movie, walk along the pier. He bought her a cab home. And she went home alone. Alright, what else has she stolen?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Why the locket?
It was the one thing she held on to
There we
right
go.
until the end. Her most treasured possession. She said she wanted me to have it. You don't argue with a dying person's last wishes.
Okay, that's good. That's wrapped up a lot of that stuff. Is there a follow-up to that? No. Okay, alright. Okay. So the date. There's something about the Valentine's night.
Um, Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
So there's that. There's Dekker's mom still.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
Talked about himself.
Mainly he talked about being a therapist.
There we go.
He said he had a few patients like me, you know, with special gifts.
Murderers.
He said not all of them were as enlightened as me.
Some of them felt guilty about the murders. Okay, alright. Oh, there's still more. Well, there's still another follow-up there. Oh, enlightened, maybe?
Well, you know, I know what I can do is special. I see it as a good thing. But apparently, some of his other patients saw their abilities as a curse. Dr. Dekker hated that. He said he wished they could all be more like me.
Okay, alright, we're getting closer. There's still more about Dekker's mom. And this.
I don't know how it works. I just know that it does.
How does your talent work? How does it work?
I feel like you're asking me questions.
Nope. Grrr.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
Nope, going for another hint. Does it hurt when she changes? Does it hurt when you change?
No, it doesn't hurt at all. I don't think it's a physical thing. I don't think my body actually changes. I think it's more like an illusion, like my energy changes or something.
Okay. Dekker's issues with his mum.
I'm not sure I should talk about that. Aren't I breaking some reverse patient-therapist confidentiality?
There we go. There we go. Okay.
No, it doesn't hurt at all. I don't think it's a physical thing. I don't think my body actually changes. I think it's more like an illusion, like my energy changes or something.
Your energy changes?
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but I feel it leave me, if you get what I mean.
Do you have to hold their hand?
It only lasts for as long as I'm holding their hand. I think it needs that connection.
Okay. We have no more follow-up, so there's got to be some other thing we got to ask. Just some other... Oh, no! Ah, dang it! The date! Oh, Valentine's night. Dang it.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Hint. Was she lying about looking for love? Oh, she mentioned in the first act that she's not looking for love because she's married to her work. Are you lying about looking for love? I forgot about that.
I didn't lie. I'm really not interested in dating anyone. I just went out with Max as a favour, for a friend. Like I said, it wasn't anything serious.
Okay, there we go. That's Elin wrapped up. She's a shapeshifter. Fun times. All right, let's see what Mariana has to say. Oh, crazy dancing blackout mermaid lady. Hello, Mariana.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts. New doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
I don't find that hard to believe at all. Dekker.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be. Shh.
Okay. Yeah, I thought she said she didn't drink also. You don't drink?
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange. He just didn't seem right. I wanted to find out what was wrong.
Did you lie about drinking?
Sorry.
You're not, it's not helping. Duh. Okay, acting strange how?
For a lot of our sessions, he would be pretty impartial. A passive listener. But towards the end, he liked interfering. Like, he wanted to push me over the edge.
Her flirty comes off as creepy? Yeah, she's super, super creepy. Everybody's creepy, but I love that we got all these like different varieties of creepy. See, that's creepy. That's a creepy look she just did. Don't do that. Ugh. Push you over the edge.
I just felt like I had some kind of special power. And part of me wanted to use it. And he urged me to do that. I don't want to say any more about it, not now.
So she has some sort of power too.
I don't.
Nope. Did you just go out for drinks or do something else?
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink.
See, she just said she doesn't drink again. Why am I better behaved than Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it?
Oh, he did date his patients? Who did Dekker date? Oh, come on. Which patients did he date? Okay, I had to use the word patients. Fine.
I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them.
Oh, she sounded kind of sad about that one. How are you persuasive? Sure, let's play dumb here.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. but I think I have a nice smile.
Really? You're not ugly.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. Makes me feel dull by comparison.
What have you seen?
No idea.
What is the beautiful thing that you have seen?
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor.
Frickin'
I've just had a
Jaya.
phone call from a solicitor.
Ugh.
Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late. Okay, well, just let me know.
That made me jump. Oh my gosh, Jaya, why? Okay. So she has dreams about going into the sea and finding something beautiful. Is this during the blackouts? Do you have this at the same nights that these do the blackouts? What's going on here? Alright, what are your intimate secrets? Fine, we'll ask that.
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now?
Well, you're no longer flirty and talkative. Alright, how do you feel about not going to the beach?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. I've kind of missed it.
Why do you miss the beach?
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts.
It's helped with the blackouts, and I like not having blackouts, but I'm gonna go back anyway. Alright, Valentine's Day, what were you doing?
I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair, and then I walked along the beach for the whole night. It's actually true. I saw one of your patients, actually. The nurse. She was on the pier with someone. Pretty much all of the night, too, so I can vouch for her, even though she probably didn't see me.
Okay, and bingo. That's a key point on Mariana. That's an orange. So Mariana and Elin were on the pier. Claire is more or less unaccounted for. She was just at the cabin at the lake house. Bryce was at the art exhibit. That's right. Bryce was at the art exhibit. So we don't know what Nathan was doing either. So everyone has an alibi so far except Claire. Also, we don't know about Jaya. We can talk to Jaya. We're gonna have to do that soon. Let's continue on with Mariana. Let's see what her dealio is. Start at the beginning, I guess.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts. New doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
Ah, right. Oh yeah, were you really washing your hair? Have you been dancing?
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Really? Were you seeing Dr. Dekker?
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
What did you have in common? Nope. What did you have in common?
Don't ask me.
Alright, fine. Are you seeing someone now? Okay.
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
Yes, I'm offering, or no, I'm not offering. We'll come back to that. Were you really washing your hair?
Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair. Do you think my hair's pretty, Doctor?
Why do I have to answer all these really flirty questions?
I've danced around in my living room.
Why do you feel the need to ask if your hair is pretty?
I'm insecure, Doctor. Isn't it obvious?
She's very fidgety. She's constantly fidgeting with, like, the rings and stuff on her finger, playing with her hair. Yes, your hair is pretty.
It's such a mess. But thank you.
Well, you asked. What else we got?
For a lot of our sessions, he would be pretty impartial. A passive listener. But towards the end, he liked interfering. Like, he wanted to push me over the edge.
Or interfering, maybe?
I'm not sure how this therapy thing works, but if you're talking to a guy who wants to jump off a cliff, don't tell him to jump.
So was Dekker telling you to jump off a cliff? Don't ask for a compliment and then shrug it off, you dummy. Tell me I'm pretty. Oh, thanks, but you're just saying that because I asked you to. Yeah, she probably deserves to be kicked in the shins for that. That's obnoxious. Alright, sure, yeah. Yeah, sure, I'm offering to go on a date with you. Why the hell not? There's nothing creepy with you. You have no superpowers, you just black out periodically, and you maybe like to drink, but you also don't drink.
Well, you have my number, Doctor, and my address. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together, if you want to.
That seems not legal. That seems like a violation of a code or something. I regret that one. Oh yeah, Scarlet, right? Did you know Scarlet? Did you know Scarlet?
It's Scarlet with 2 T's. Pretentious.
Okay, and that answered that. That was it. Okay. So what else we got? Oh, come on.
I just felt like
Oh, special power? Did we ask about her special power?
I'm a shape-shifting vampire werewolf. I
Oh my
said I
gosh.
didn't want to talk about it. What is it you're thinking about when you're not listening to me?
I'm thinking about shape-shifting vampire werewolves. I would absolutely want to go on a date with one of those. Okay. So we still have just the hello.
I haven't been back to the beach.
Oh, blackouts. Let's ask about blackouts. Nope. Never mind. Just kidding. We will not talk about blackouts. Did you just go out for drinks with the doctor?
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey.
You don't drink?
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink.
Oh, maybe where? Where did you go for drinks? Where did you go for drinks?
Sorry, no. I think your button's undone.
Oh, that's awkward. There's something else there. Okay, well, we'll just keep marching up the list here. Oh, dancing. Dancing at home. Nope. Alright, fine.
People are
Labels? People with labels? Nope.
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist.
Oh, more than a therapist?
Clueless.
That doesn't help. Okay, let's go for a hint, because I'm running out of ideas here. New doctor, new hope. Oh yeah, hope for what? Hope that the blackouts will stop, right? But
A hope for a cure, of course.
yeah, I know, that's an obvious one, but the game made me ask it anyway. Even just like a plain vampire werewolf? Although you think werewolves are shapeshifters by definition? That's probably true. Maybe, well, I mean, if vampires can turn to bats, then wouldn't they also be shapeshifters? Now that I think about it, shapeshifting vampire werewolves is a very redundant statement. Maybe it's just a vampire that can turn into a wolf instead of a bat. Alucard had a wolf form in Castlevania. I'm now regretting overthinking this.
A hope for a cure.
Cure.
I want to stop having blackouts. I want to be able to remember. I want you to fix me.
Okay. Alright, so there's more about Dekker in here too that we gotta get at.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
When did you go for drinks? Nope. Alright, fine.
I'm not sure how this therapy thing works, but if you're talking to a guy who wants to jump off a cliff, don't tell him to jump.
Okay, jump off a cliff.
It's just an example. I'm not a guy. I don't want to jump off a cliff.
Then what is your deal? Isn't drinks a date? I mean, context matters, but sure, we'll ask it anyway.
Dr. Dekker did date his patients. Not me, I'd never agree. A drink is not a date.
Okay. There's still something here about Dekker.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other.
Breach.
You know, like a breach of ethics or something. Girl doesn't ask for details.
She's like waffling between super flirty and not, and like straightforward, I just want to be fixed. What's wrong with me? Okay. Alright, well that answered that. Okay, so what else we got? You would ask for details if you thought your therapist was being inappropriate? Yeah. Clarification? Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Dancing. Let's ask about the dancing.
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Do you dance naked?
Doctor, I don't think our
Okay. And that was it. That was what we needed. Okay.
Doctor, I don't think our relationship has got to that point yet.
Okay. All right. That answered that. So that wrapped it up. Vampire werewolf hybrids like from Underworld. That could be. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, you can go for drinks without it being a date. There's kind of a line in professionality where you shouldn't even non-date go for a drink with your therapist. Yeah, that seems a little weird. Okay, let's go for a hint because I honestly don't know what else to ask about for the drink non-date. Oh, how many times? Oh, that's a good question. How many times did you go out with Dekker?
We only went out for drinks that one time.
I don't know what else to ask. That's all of it, right? Are you a murderer? What do you think of Jaya? She seems crazy. I have no idea what else to ask. Bracelets? How's the bracelet business going?
Don't know. It's cold in here.
It actually is cold in my apartment. I have cranked up the heat and I'm still freezing cold. It's just winter. It's just unusually cold outside right now. Did you ever go out not for drinks? Did you ever go? See, no, I'm not gonna ask that because there's no follow-up on that. We're done with the drinky datey questions. Did you murder anyone?
No idea. Is that a dance move?
Yes, everybody do the murder. And oh, my button. Oh, really? Do I really need to follow up on that?
Yeah, you have a button undone.
She was killing it on the dance floor. Nice. Good one. Man, I feel bad that I didn't think of that. Ah. That pun has slain me. Ooh. So... I don't even know. Do we have any notes? Anything else to ask about? I don't even know. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know.